Hello, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Terra Odyssey. I hope you guys had a great full moon weekend. Thank you so much to everybody who ordered full moon reads. They were so fun and inspired. And oh my gosh, I just was on this crazy roll. It was so much fun. And I feel fantastic today. And I hope you all feel good too. And you should, because right now, right when I woke up, I was inspired right away to do your read. I knew what spirit and my guides wanted me to discuss. And it's basically, what information does spirit want you to receive right now for your highest good? Okay. We as a whole need to remove ourselves from old outdated ideas and behaviors and really have meaningful interactions with people and really listening and really get plugged in to source and focus on what matters to us and move in that direction calmly. That's the one thing. Sometimes I'm guilty of wanting to rush to get results as well. That's not what this journey is about. This journey is about really, really getting in touch with the direction we want to move. And why do we want to do that? And oftentimes I identify it through writing. Okay, today I want to do A, B, and C. And then I ask myself, why do you want to do that? What are you hoping will come from that? Sometimes just identifying is really the key, right? What do I hope to achieve? And what steps am I going to take to do that, right? From anything, if you want to, move up in your job or move to a different area or have better connections and communication with family members, loved ones, whatever it is. A lot of people are really trying to discover their life path purpose right now in a really, really meaningful, grounded way. And get substance out of every day, as opposed to sometimes we just dive in and boom, the day is over. And we're like, did we just do a photocopy of the day before or the day before? Like, I loathe Groundhog Days where things seem repetitive because we're not learning when we're doing that comfort zone stuff. So this is about newness and operating from a really, really unique perspective. And you guys are ready for it. So let's see. We have three choices. We have the snow leopard right here, which says the Watcher. That's also number 15. Then we have the deer, which is about power. That's number 11. That artwork is really fantastic. And then we have number 3, peacock, prosperity, number 39. I love this artwork. Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm going to give you a moment to take a choice. Get your coffee, get cozy. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee and take a deep breath. I just smudged. I am going to hit the singing bowl for a moment. Really clear that beautiful, crisp energy in the room. I feel like I love doing my readings first thing in the morning, like really, really wonderful. So let's start with Snow Leopard and see what is going on here. Now, I really love this card because this is saying, take the high road. Do not sink to low vibrational levels anymore. Observe situations before you act. Being silent is also an option because we know ethically when our ego is just trying to go on attack or defend us or whatever it's doing. So, we don't have to draw any kind of attention to ourselves. And that's what the ego wants to do. Have a little mystery about what you're thinking because that provides you with an unspoken power. I've noticed in most situations if there's squabbles going on and I either intervene or whatever, I leave a silent pause after that so things can sink in. If there's continual verbal dialogue, nobody is assessing or digesting what's going on. It's that pause where all of a sudden the energy is kind of settling and people can figure out what's going on. So I feel like you're going to be a really powerful negotiator. So really stay calm and stay in your element. And I'm using cherries. Oh, that's what's doing that. I'm like, why do I feel like I have a little bit of chokage going on? I'm using Cherry's beautiful deck right here. And thank you, Cherry, for that fantastic review of that deck that you did yesterday. I actually got one of the sisters deck. I got the Dark Fairies for Halloween. And oh my gosh, the artwork. I love La Scarabeo. Is it La Scarabeo? Yeah. Oh, I was just blown away. Those decks were really pretty. So, you guys, why I'm shuffling this, I'm going to share you this first comment I saw this morning. I've never heard anything from this viewer. It must have been a new viewer. And she was like, how you pull that last card out? Because you know, sometimes when I shuffle by the microphone, it's loud. She's like, don't, just don't. And I started laughing. And I thought, I don't think ever once in my life I've taken the time to just make a comment that was so, just make an annoying comment of what annoys you on somebody, you know, somebody's channel. It's like, who has all this time? Okay, look what's going on here, people. Okay, so this is reminders. Now, don't get scared of this, because this is the release. These are your messages, and this is what Spirit really wants you to know and to what to release, because you're doing the work. So this is what we're releasing. Tower, I actually like this card. People freak out. I don't love the Tower card if it's directly followed by the Three of Swords. Other than that, I love it when it's followed by that, because this is all new, fresh seeds that you're sowing. This is really beautiful because you're setting a new course, okay? Right now with the Ten of Swords, you have something keeping you up at night. And for a lot of you guys, I honestly feel that you're in a different emotional state, that you're trying to get on top of how you're feeling and direct yourself in a really positive mood. I mean, this is all about not being afraid of success, because you're going to rise in any difficult circumstances. I know it sounds crazy saying, what do you mean don't be worried about success? But a lot of people sabotage themselves because they either feel undeserving or unprepared. So I feel like you're up at night because you feel unprepared for something. You either feel unprepared for a love that is coming in, a new relationship, something going on at work, at school, exams. I feel like it is keeping you up. Now, the only thing you have to do is have a breather. That's what this Tower card is saying. Pull it all down. Pull it down and get to the foundation. Why are you worried? Are you worried that other people are going to think poorly of you? You shouldn't. We're not put on this earth to worry about what other people are thinking. We are put on this earth to experience this beautiful journey as a spiritual being, being a human, and have joy and have learning and have understanding. So many people place so much importance on what other people are going to grade them on in life. Who cares? We are dropping that. I'm serious. As soon as you realize that you're worthy, you have value in every single thing you do, even if you have to take a whole week off from life and have Netflix from the second you get up to the second you go to bed, that's your way to decompress. I feel like it is time for you to decompress, because the way you're about to see things and operate in the world is going to be wonderful, because you're not going to be affected by other people's opinions, words, or moods. That's what the Seven of Pentacles are about. Oh man, I ripped up that thing. There were so many rotten old things in the garden. I tilled that soil and now I'm planting. We cannot put on top of until we create a void and release and retill that soil. So it's time to get rid of some outdated stuff. Go through your mind and write down right now the 5 top things that are worrying you. That's what I do. If my mind gets too speedy, I'm like, why is this bothering me or worrying me? I write it down. Sometimes it's financials. Sometimes, you know, especially both my kids both want to get a car right now at the same time, all of this. So I'm like, okay, how can I formulate a situation that would be helpful? Because not only do we get scared that our kids are going to be behind the wheel, it's like all the other maniac drivers, right? I'm like, I don't need some crackheads driving around trying to kill my teenagers. You know, I get really verklempt. I really do. But then I'm like, where's this fear coming from? And also I think of my lineage and how lucky I am and what great drivers my family are. My dad was a race car driver. I ended up being a really good driver, and my husband is. So I'm like, your kids have that lineage. Calm down. We don't got a bunch of Michael Schumachers. They're not going to try to drive off the face of the earth. All of this. But it is about identifying. Really, please, Spirit wants you to know right now, everything is way calmer and much more accessible than you think. Let yourself know that we always will make mountains out of molehills when we get our ego involved, because the ego wants to complicate. It wants everything bigger, better, harder, everything. It makes it crazy. But when we look in our soul and we simplify, hey, do I have a roof over my head? Hey, do I have food in my refrigerator? And do I have lungs to breathe? This simple, get to the basics and then have gratitude for that. Thank God I don't have to be on machines. You know, things like that, whatever, to live, that you have autonomy in the world. We always have choice. That's what I think this is saying most to you. You always have a choice, but get down and find out what those choices are that you want to make. Get down to that basement, blow it all up, dig it all up and say, okay, I'm just obviously on some path where it's over complicated, but I can simplify it by removing the things that are complicated or I no longer need, right? You need a void. It's like if you went shopping and you bought, 100 things, but you only needed 5. So all the good stuff was covering the treasure at the bottom, really weeding it out. That's what Spirit is saying. Just weed through your feelings. That's all. You're just a little overwhelmed by a lot of emotional things because you're doing a clearance, and that happens, right? What to hang on to, what to let go. Let go of anything that makes you feel low, heavy, or obligated. That's another thing. I feel like you have a lot. You feel like you're obligated for a lot. I feel like you're a very giving person. However, we're not put on this earth to make everybody else's lives easier. They're busy making their own lives easier enough. Believe you me, people will get a sense of entitlement and take and take and take. This is saying really assess who's around you too. And are they really there for the good of you entirely? Or are you picking them up, driving them everywhere, loaning them money? Are you doing everything for them? Really ask yourself that. And this is what's really cool is you're going to have the 7 of Pentacles moment where you're like, now you get to sow your seeds. Because what I feel like what's happening is that you were constantly working, but you weren't getting any of that, the beautiful bounty that you were deserving of. So here's your overarching energy for what's going to happen. Knight of Wands. Ooh, so a lot of you guys do have love coming in on a really epic scale. The Knight of Passion. Somebody is evocative of valor and true love. I'm talking true lifelong love. Now, what we need to do in preparation of that is just raise our vibration. What's going to make you happy? Get on Happy Avenue. Listen to music. I'm serious. I am so corny. As soon as I start to overwhelm myself or I feel low, I put on jazz. I love jazz so much. And I just like twirl my pen around and I think while I'm at my desk and I just reboot. That's what this is about. And this is you clearing the avenue and the old ashes for this new Phoenix rising love. Forget about what happened in the past. That is done. This is about being present. So I love that energy for you, Group 1. Be present. Get ready. It's your time. It's your time. You had to clean house. And Spirit wants you to know it's okay. Everything is not always, about big fields of daisies. We do have to clean. We have to till that soil, and you're doing it, and you're going to feel great. Again, anybody who tries to immerse you in anything low vibration, I'm sorry. I'm trying to elevate here. People, get out of the way. So love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name's Melanie. Thank you for all my new subscribers and viewers and my regulars. You guys are so great. Your comments were cracking me up all weekend long. Love and light to you. All my links are down below. If you press the gray arrow, it'll bring you to everything down there. Come see me on Instagram as well at Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and memes, and I really like to connect with you guys on DMs over there. And if you guys have questions, it's just so fun. I really get to know you over there, and it's a great, like a social area. We never feel alone. If we're ever having an issue, we all chat. It's really great. So I love that. Good for you, Snow Leopard. Now we're on to Deer, which is about power. Now, I love this because we all have as much power as we allow ourselves to have, right? Sometimes we feel really strong in it and we're able to just go out there and do whatever. And then other times, we need to step back a little bit. So Deer lets us know that you're totally enough as you are and what you're doing, and that you're worthy of everything that you're genuinely building. Your personal power is just standing strong in front of bullies. Hold your boundaries, be tenacious in where you want to go, and be proud of what you've already achieved, because you have achieved a lot. We don't need a daily checklist where we're always accelerating. We need that ebb and flow. We need that rest. We need that fallow, and then we need that harvest. We can't constantly just be going. We are in a human 3D body. Take it easy on yourself. Spirit wants you to know, you should be proud of yourself. Really, the person you are and becoming. You're watching this video because you want to elevate. You're watching esoterics, light working things because you want answers, and you want some enlightenment, and you want to get in a better place. So, you're worthy of everything that is coming. It's really wonderful. We have to remember, again, happiness isn't always a continual story. We have these feelings where we're questioning and what is our right? We always have a right to be happy, right? But there are times where we have things that occur in our life. There are tragedies, there are detours, there are all kinds of things. But we can step right back in our power and know that's all part of the journey. That nobody granted us a sunflower field of endless joy, that we sometimes have to create that and carve it out for ourselves, even in the midst of chaos. And how that is done for me is I don't pay attention to other voices, other people's egos, whatever. Like every once in a while, like I said before, in a blue moon, I will get these crazy comments. They're rare. They're not like very offensive, but they're just really weird that I don't, I mean, I'm bulletproof to them and they don't bother me because, you know, I operate in a different way. But I do question the standpoint of why people would take the time, or how the hell they have the time to do that, to tell you what they don't like about free information you're providing. You know, it's just bizarre. So when I think of it from that, I think, wow, you know, people just really, we're all on a different frequency. So stay in the highest frequency and have your light be so bright that it doesn't even touch you. Okay, let's see what is going on for you guys. Let me do my shuffle and get going. So we have Temperance, and these are Cherry's cards. Cherry Enchantress made her beautiful deck, and I love all these. Oh yeah, look at this Two of Cups too. We've got so many twos coming in. Beautiful for you guys, group two. Now what this says to me, and Spirit really, I was hearing right away too, slow everything down and have really assess situations before you act. Take it easy. You don't need to react. Have a beautiful natural response after you have a breath and a pause. Because I do feel like you have some instigators in your life, maybe at your workplace or in your family, where they're just trying to trigger the hell out of you. I don't know why. There's a little bit of envy and jealousy. I feel like some people at work know what a good job you do, that you are, you know, you are pretty shiny and happy, and sometimes there's envy with that. Anybody who feels like they are missing out on something and they get in that doom and gloom, what happens is they become a little competitive, but you're going to see it for what it is and actually have sympathy for it and compassion. And you know it's not about one person, that it is about the whole. And you know, it's just, you can always reach out for emotional and spiritual support anytime you want, because I feel that you are sensitive to this, and really know that you're so beautiful and you're so wonderful. And sometimes we just have to put up with capital A-holes, you know what I mean? Get back in your petri jars, you specimens of slime. I'm like, really, it just happens. And oftentimes the weirdest thing is, you know, your vibe attracts your tribe. So those weirdos kind of like feed off each other's negativity, and there becomes gossip and other things. But just rise above all of that, because I feel like you're also going to break free from any kind of reoccurring negative patterns. You know there's a lesson and a blessing in everything. And look at these double twos. You actually have some super hot romance coming up. But also, you're going to be making wise choices that provide you with abundance. You know, you're not being distracted by stuff. You're finding this lovely balance in life. You know, let yourself feel all of your emotions, your entire rainbow spectrums. They're going to send important messages to you for guidance. Sometimes when you have a reaction or like a pain, or you're stepping back from someone, that's saying that person is not good for you or for you to be around. We have intuitive physical reactions to things. Really pay attention to your body. Does your chest feel tight? Are you balling your hand in a fist? Are you getting an eye tick? Is something happening? What happens is our body gives us signs of like, oh hell no with this person, right? I feel too, with all these twos, you're going to have a wonderful balance of masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you, while your masculine side gives you your confidence. Because I feel with all these twos, there's this lovely balance coming. And right now too, I feel like you're going to have some great heightened intuition and be extra aware of your inner knowingness. It's really trustworthy right now. It's really going to give you the good answers, because you do have you have divine partnerships coming in within a 4-month process of this. With these double twos and what has been going on in all my other readings, I just feel like that's kind of like the age of Aquarius portal, where people are like, whoa, you know, December is just stellar for this. Absolutely stellar. So get ready. A lot of you have your divine twins, you have your soulmates coming in, and this is preparation. That's why you're feeling so many things, so multi-layered. Start to write down, okay, what do I really want to receive, and focus in on that, and really try to navigate towards that without being drawn off course by lower vibrational stuff, gossip, overspending, things like that. Maybe a little bit too much junk food, whatever is going on with our, like, no salsa and chips to the max type of thing. Like, no, seriously, so many people all of a sudden, when we're moving to a new phase, we get a little bit of anxiety. So we try to fill that void with, you know, food, cigarettes, or whatever. It's like, really try to refrain from that and take up writing, because writing is going to help you super focus on what you want and prepare you for this love, because your intuition is going to be guiding you. Also, just easy does it with everything. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a really gentle approach right now to life and work. And, the love is just going to flow, and that's going to be the easiest part. But to just take it easy with all of this, because, temperance is all about being chill as hell. And then you're going to be ready for your love, and you're not going to be, you're not going to have a scarcity mentality or lack mentality. You're going to just know that life is abundant and you are being protected and divinely guided. So beautiful energy, group 2. I love that for you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. The little gray arrow brings you to everything. To my Etsy store. I have all my, I had a pile of obsidian. I have these obsidian amulets with the Chinese animals, and I absolutely love them. I'm the rooster, and I was just playing with these this morning. I feel so good when I hold them. They're really flat and glossy on the back, and it's like I use them as a worry stone. And I feel it really, really repels any negative energy. Because sometimes people get up and they get a little antsy, and I'm like, oh no, away with you, thank you very much. So that's, you guys, beautiful, supremely beautiful. Now we're on to Peacock, which is about prosperity. Now I'm loving this because I already feel that you do have a lot of good things coming down the pike for you. I mean, you're going to be surprised. And the great thing about that is, in your journey that you've been on, you have been making lists. You have been using the envisionment process. You have been really trying to get rid of things that don't work for you anymore. These are about to fall all over the floor, so I got to shuffle very careful. You're really understanding that you can be a bastion of light to yourself and others whenever you want. This is really wonderful, and this is indicative of everything that is going on right now that I was just thinking too. I was like, how do I express what I'm feeling? It's funny, and then the words all just came up. So this letting you know too that you don't have to know everything. The moon is about mystery and smoke and mirrors. That's the beauty of life. Settle back into that beautiful, mysterious energy that, wow, I'm going to be surprised in my life. I love that. Every day there's a surprise. I like to do that if I have to go somewhere I don't particularly love, like a grocery store or something, just 3D mundane crap. And it's like, I would rather be in a bead store or a holistic shop or something. But what I do is I makes a kind of fun journey out of it. I really observe the people and the behaviors. I smell all the fresh fruit, stuff like that. Really make whatever you're doing day to day beautiful by being completely absorbed in it. I feel like that's going to kind of get that spark of creativity and light going again. Just, you're getting ready to love again. You've healed from the past to open up your heart right now. And I'm feeling that, with this love coming in, the Queen of Wands is all about high attraction. So you're going to be really, on the scale to 1 to 10 magnet for people. And this is also a time for, having some purification and detoxification, release all these physical and energetic toxins from your life. That's why you're feeling elevated. The cream is rising to the top. You're going to start to feel really good. You're going to start to attract a lot of suitors' attention, and really nice just compliments and good energy around you. Things are going to flow really nicely. You're going to feel like you have a lot of choices, yet you're not going to feel overwhelmed by them. You're just going to feel like you're almost at this 10 of Cups moment where everything is in place, and it is slowly falling into place. Again, trust the mystery. We don't have to have all the answers, right? Give it to God. Take a breath and go on, and exhale, release. Release the situation for healing and answers, because it's going to come. Another thing I'm hearing too, that there might be a forgiveness issue that has to come in, either with a friendship or a family member, where you or they might be holding a grudge. Just give into it. It's so meaningless after the fact that the forgiveness comes out and you're like, oh my God, why was I? Do you even remember half the scuffles you've ever been in? And but I remember at the time, some of my things, I'm like, I am never going to forgive this person, and just feeling so heated and so indignant, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, what? So these sensitive emotions, when they're really heightened, just have extra self-care and gentleness, and know, everything is temporary. I feel too that you're going to make really healthy and supportive new friendships that are coming in. I really feel, yeah, you have tribes people coming in that are going to love you. Let go of unnecessary worries, release any burdens, just give them away, because they're going to evaporate beautifully so you can focus on what's really important. But yeah, really good friends. I feel like that's coming. You're going to have a lot of answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support right now. Yeah, that's part of the moon mystery, just knowing it's happening and it's your time, and you don't have to have those questions answered right away, because in divine timing all this is going to come through. So easy does it. You know, health and happiness is right here at your doorstep. But I also feel there's going to be some cool unconventionality, like your unique qualities are going to be an important part of your life purpose. So it's okay to feel different from others. I'm definitely hearing that. You know, you seem cool and mysterious and really kind of unique to people. And that's what's wonderful, that we have our original take on everything. You know what I mean? We are not anybody else. You are so unique, and I'm serious. People really are like, damn, that is some cool stuff over there. So really revel in who you are, and just, you know, these mysteries are going to unravel, and that's part of the beauty of life, and to not be concerned not knowing everything, because we're not meant to, right? So those are your messages, group 3. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. I also feel like that's going to be your lucky number. Number 9 is going to be doing you some good. Yeah, all my links are down below if you press the gray arrow. Thank you guys. If you're new, I really appreciate it. I love my regular viewers and subscribers and patrons. You guys are, you just blow my mind. All the support and the love is just, oh, it's just amazing. I seriously, I feel like I have like this, what do you call that? Like I have like a light cell, and every time I plug into anything that has to do with you guys, it's just like boom, it's like beaming, you know, like the Tinkerbell star, just happiness and light. You guys are really fantastic. And if you need anything, or you ever have a question, you want to make sure that you have my attention, go over to my Instagram and DM me, because I can leave voice messages over there. It's a really good way to connect. So it's Sparkrist11, and that way I can, you know, we can chat, and I've formed a lot of nice relationships over there as well. So love and light to you guys.